We got the vibe, fun and friendly all the time. Draft and play and feel the rise. Magic moments in our eyes.
Hey everybody, Alex from SeemsGoodMagic here, and back doing a best of one Duskmourn draft. We've got Enduring Courage as our rare, just a very strong card. All this whole cycle of enchantment creatures that die and then come back as regular enchantments are awesome. Other good cards in here, this Wicker Folk is this card beat me up in one draft where a guy had like 3 of them. He also played all 3 in one game, but yeah, I got ripped apart by this card. And then Glassworks is great removal on color. I don't know if the mill plan is quite good enough to consistently win with, but Optimistic Scavenger is a fantastic card. This beefs up dudes real fast at a very cheap cost. Other good cards in here. I mean, Manifest Dread in general is a good ability. I like it. Instant speed removal that also lets you surveil is good. Ley lines, for the most part, are not so good. Just off the bat, I'm going to assume we're taking Scorching Dragonfire, but we can look at the uncommon here. This Sawblade Skin Ripper is really strong. I just don't know if we want to, commit to black right off the bat. Although I'm sure Enduring Courage probably is quite strong in that color combination. But, it's also probably good in any other red color combination. So probably just cut red, go with our first pick. It's also just a very strong removal spell. The Skin Ripper is fantastic, though. It's a very strong card. I'm just not going to take it over removal at Exiles. Uncommons, great for the Eerie deck. A bunch of rooms as well. Just lets you get stuff back, and it's only okay. I feel like Greenhouse is a little bit on the expensive side, but Ghostly Keybearer is not bad if you have enough rooms. Just unlock. I mean, this can equate to a lot of mana potentially. Okay, well, in red we just have Ripper, which I don't think is worth picking. This Flood Pit's Drowner is fantastically strong. Might just take that. Fear of Lost Teeth is a good sack target, but Flood Pit's Drowner is certainly just a better card. It has Vigilance. It beats down. It deals with any creature. It is a little time sensitive on how to deal with that creature, but still just does it. Great card. Even though I like Black-Red more, I don't think taking a Fear of Lost Teeth over a Drowner is probably correct, since, like I said, this kind of just, deals with everything. Why am I spacing on what Blue-Red wants to do, though? Unfortunately, Drowner is kind of a non-bow with Courage, too. Well, it's not necessarily true. You could still flash it in on your turn. Yeah, it's totally fine. All right, let's just take the best card here. Survival, in general, is, I feel like, tough to make pop off, to be honest. But, all right, well, Diversion Specialist is great, so I feel good about taking that. This Fear of Failed Test is kind of a cool card. It's really cool with Enduring Courage. Underwater Tunnel. I feel like I play against this all the time and haven't played with it. I feel like there's no reason to not take Specialist here. It's a really fantastic card. It has Menace, and on top of being a 4-mana, 4-power Menace creature, it also just has a cool ability, particularly for the Black-Red sack deck. But, once again, good anywhere, I'm sure. Anywhere with red, I should say. Other picks here. See Say Its Name played a lot, so I haven't played with it, but cool card, sets up Delirium well. Let's just take the Specialist, move on. All right, Soul Rager. Well, I guess there's a payoff. Unfortunately, we're going to need some rooms to actually do something cool with it, but I could take it here. There's no straight red pick, and Friendly Teddy is probably only playable in black-red. Grand Entryway is a good card. I like that one. You get a lot of eerie shenanigans with this. It enters, it's an enchantment, it makes an enchantment. This just pops off with eerie. Once again, like I said, survival is tough. This one's a cheap one, that's pretty good, but could just take a Soul Rager. I mean, if we get some rooms, I'm going to be happy about it. Inspector's not really exciting me. Neither is that room. All right. Tale of Tameo. All right. Mill 2 cards. Draw a card and repeat this process. I don't know if we need that one. Beastie's not that exciting either. Best card, maybe the Final Vengeance. Solid removal, best for Black-Red Sack. Could take Twist Reality. It's fine. Fine, not great. Versatile, though. It's nice to have options to have both a creature or a counterspell. I mean, that is nice. Once again, kind of a little bit anti-synergistic with Enduring Courage. Although, once again, I guess if you pay 3 mana on your turn, you can have a 4/2 Manifest Dread attacker. I don't love that pick, but this is where we're at. All right, Piranha Fly does fly. This one is actually a non-bow with Enduring Courage, though. An actual non-bow with it. Fear of Lost Teeth, pick 7. Yeah, we could take the Lighthouse, get some fixing. I mean, this flies. It's cheap. I don't know. I haven't been blown away by the Piranha Fly. I think Fear of Lost Teeth is better, but we'll take the land for now. This card is actually very good if you Manifest Dread it, or you can res it, so it's good in a couple places. So Surveyor is actually pretty good. You get 2 bodies in 1, which is great in general. Probably works best, once again for an Eerie deck, but that's okay. And then there's Saw, which Black-Red, Friendly Teddy, 2 mana, which I'm sure we'll need some, but I'll take the Surveyor. Okay, well, we can take Friendly Teddy now, I guess. Soul Rager's not that great, and we don't even have any rooms yet, which also makes Soul Rager significantly worse, but that's all right. We'll see what we can find here. Creatures into a chosen type. Yeah, we just don't need to control our creature types, so it's kind of pointless. This lets us find lands that are unlocked doors, but I don't think it's that great. Guess found footage, but I don't think we're playing it. Fear of Lost Teeth, pick 11. Jeez, I mean, it shouldn't be going this late. This card is very good. I do feel like I've kind of committed to blue at this point, unfortunately. I just don't want to play Piranha Fly. I'm going to take this just in case I do a super late swing into black. Yeah, I mean, we're getting some black picks here. The last pick, Shrewd Storyteller. Well, we're far away from that. All right, Enduring Vitality in green. Kind of cool. Betrayer's Bargain. Great card in a vacuum. I mean, it's also removal. We're just probably going to take it. Kind of cheap counter. Here's a room finally we could take, but I'd probably just like the removal instead. Although this is cool. I mean, the versatility of this is quite good. This is better if we end up black. So is Percussionist if we wheel it. Let's just take the bargain. I feel like I want to be red based on the red cards I currently have. Norin, or Smoky Lounge, Misty Salon. So this could potentially move us into blue-red rooms. But we saw that late black. It's tempting. But this card is quite good. It's just if we don't end up with the rooms, it's not going to be so good. Unable to scream me some blue removal. Norin is fine if you have Enter the Battlefield effects, which we kind of don't. I just feel like the fact that we have Enduring Courage makes me want to do black more than blue. And seeing the late black could be the sign I need. Maybe I just take the Final Vengeance. It's a little ambitious if this doesn't pan out for us, but all right, another specialist. There's Hand That Feeds and Ripchain Razorkin, all of which are great for what we're trying to do. I might just take the specialist Hand that feeds is great though too. You can never have enough 2-drops. I think just the fact that this is an uncommon, well, it's easy to get. This just makes the most sense if we do end up black-red though, because we're going to want the sack ability as well. It's just such an efficiently costed card. Okay, well, we can take a machete, but once again, it's another 4-drop, so I don't love that. Midnight Mayhem would give us some good sack fodder, but it's also a 4-drop. Could take the Fear of the Dark. Hmm. 4 to equip is kind of expensive. It does sort of help. I mean, Midnight Mayhem is probably the best because it gives you a bunch of sack fodder too. I'm just going to go with the cheaper card and Machete. I don't know if I want it. All right, Cynical Loner is quite good. 2-drop, uncommon. Can't be blocked by Glimmers, which I forgot once. Does come up. Also feeds Delirium, which is nice. Ooh, Wildfire Wicker Folk is good. Well, I was going to say Intervention is great, but last draft I had like 4 or 5 of them and cut all of them, which is kind of surprising. I could take Saw. We actually don't have sack value stuff yet. So I don't know if I need the Saw. Maybe I just take the removal in case I need it. All right. Grab the Prize is nice for feeding. Ooh, there we go. There's some sack fodder value. Feeding Delirium is what I was going to say. All right, Hand the Feeds. I want it, but I'm not going to take it over an Egotist. All right, got the Hand that Feeds. Very happy about that. Great card. Amazing with Enduring Courage, especially if you already have Delirium. Really get to go off. All right, Percussionist. Great card to wheel. Really happy about that. Great sack fodder. Very strong. We'll take Norin. It's a 1-drop, 2-power creature, which by itself is really not that amazing, but that's all right. We'll take it. Sometimes that just lets you do squirrely attacks. How many enchantments we got? We have 3 plus. No, that's it. Razorkin's kind of an important card for this deck as you end up sacking stuff. And it's a great, once again, great with Enduring Courage, good beater. I don't think we need the Ripper, although it does have a sack effect. All right, we'll take the Slasher. So I think we're making this work, but I may have gone in a bit late. So we could take a 3rd Specialist, or we could take another Percussionist. I kind of want sack value stuff, which makes me want to take the Percussionist here over a 3rd Specialist. But, I mean, Specialist is very good. It's just we already have so many 4-drops. Yeah, it's got to be Percussionist here. If we wheel the Specialist, I can upgrade one of our 4-drops for it. All right, another Razorkin. Appendage Amalgam. A bit weak here. Yeah, could take Grab the Prize. It prevents. It helps feed Delirium and it prevents flood. It's a little flood mitigation. Kind of feel like we're already kind of doing okay on 4-drops, although 2 Razorkins wouldn't hurt. Yeah, all right. All right, another Final Vengeance. I think I like it more than Withering Torment. Maybe we wheel the Hand that Feeds. This deals with enchantments too. Oh, so does this. Wait, no, this lets you sack enchantments. How many instants do I have? 3, only 1 sorcery. Final Vengeance is so much cheaper. I think I'm going to do it over the Torment. It just makes more sense for the deck, I think. Although I am going to need some more creatures, aren't I? No, I guess we're doing okay. All right, Hand that Feeds here. Not going to cast Doomsday Excruciator. A lot of our creatures are kind of weak, though. Like, I don't want to play Fanatic, even though it's decent sack fodder. I'm not going to play that as a 4-drop. All right, we'll take the Hand that Feeds over Pyroclasm. Since Pyroclasm kills most of our things. Could take a third Final Vengeance. I'm okay with it. So the problem we're running into, probably not enough. Like, I don't need to run a Cracked Skull, right? It's not a bad card, but I kind of doubt we're going to need it. Yeah, I may have pivoted just a bit too late. We'll see. All right, well, Glassworks is great. Could take the Saw, but we already have a lot of ways to sack. I think we're just taking Glassworks. It's another thing you can sack to Final Vengeance, which is great. Probably dump a Slasher. It's kind of a mediocre card. Try out the Machete, maybe. So we take Murder, Playmate, Glimmerlight, Arabella. So Playmate's nice because it's an artifact creature. So it's better for Delirium because we have 2 and that feeds. And it's a 2-drop creature. But it's hard to pass up a Murder when we already have enough creatures. It's got to be just more removal. Oh, Fear of Burning Alive is fantastic. I'm going to take it over Final Vengeance, Hand that Feeds. I mean, getting this pick 8 is just a gift. Very strong card. Well worth the 6 mana. Whenever a source you control deals non-combat damage to an opponent. Yeah, so it comes in, yeah, that's just so strong. Such a strong card. All right, we'll take the Gorge. Kind of seems like an easy pickup. Just a free fixer for the deck. Guess I'll take Amalgam since it's an enchantment creature and Surveil feeds Delirium. All right, getting a pick 11 hand that feeds is really nice because I like this card. All right, we'll take a Slasher. We don't need it. The thing is, I feel like we're in the right colors. It just ran into that problem where I didn't capitalize on the uncommon, archetypal staples. Oh yeah, these are artifact creatures too. So we're actually good on diversity of deck type. Enchantment, artifact, instant sorcery creature. Yeah, it's nice. And we have to make 4 cuts. And we have plenty of creatures. Ripper is just an easy card to cut because it's whatever. Amalgam is maybe an easy card to cut. It is an enchantment though, which is nice. I kind of like keeping the Teddy, but I could see the argument to cut it. What's the advantage of Survivalist? Not much. Cheap beater. We probably have better though. Oh, I guess Survivalist. Yeah. Okay. Norn and Fear of Burning Alive. That's good synergy. That is very good. Unfortunately, that's the only one. It's the only one I'm seeing. We probably are going to end up cutting the Machete, I'm guessing. Because we have enough 4-drops. And then I could probably cut Norin. And we could still cut one more creature and we'd still have enough. It kind of feels like the Amalgam, but like I said, Amalgam is good for feeding Delirium and just making your card quality slightly better. So it could be the Teddy. I want to keep my creature count pretty high early on, though. Definitely don't want to cut. I think I like my top end quite a bit. So it could be Teddy. Could make sense. Just nice. Teddy is nice for feeding Delirium. We only have 3 artifacts, right? Yeah. Could be the Amalgam. Yeah, let's cut the Amalgam. Okay. Overall, we didn't get a lot of payoffs for sacking, other than the Egotist. I mean, I guess Percussionist, sort of. But, yeah, this could be tricky. Our strongest card is Enduring Courage, our first pick. Removal looks good. 3 Final Vengeance winners. Intervention, Bargain, Dragonfire, Glassworks, Murder. I mean, we can deal with anything, so that's good. All right. I guess we're going to run it like this. Wait, how was the split? More red than black, and we're doing even. I think I agree with that. We have double black. We have double red. We need them both early. All right. We'll run it like this. We'll see you round 1. We got a great hand here. Fear into hand that feeds. Oh, that was a good pickup too. All right. Well, I'm willing to attack into that. If they want to trade, I'm okay with it. I'm not going to intervention the peeper. I'd rather kill the thing that they play off the peeper. Could be rooms, though. Well, all right, well, this works for me. Up to 3 on Delirium already. That's nice. We're just a Winter's Intervention away from getting there. Did miss a land drop, but that's okay. See if we can make this work. All right, we'll get in for 2. I mean, the nice thing is if they play a big creature here, we can just intervention their Glimmer token and get in for 8, which is very good. So we kind of just want them to play a big, beefy creature. That's smart. Now we have good sack stuff, though. So I get in for 4 here if I intervention the Glimmer token. I kind of don't want to. I think we'll just get the Teddy down. So we'll get in for 2 here. Because at least Teddy can, I guess, get us some more cards. Potentially at some point. So they can activate the Haunted Screen, but we have an answer for that too. Oh, good. No, got an answer for that as well. So I think we can just sack. Yeah. Although this actually, best use of mana. Yeah, we can sack that. Yeah, that makes more sense. Sack this. Yeah, plus we put in, that makes more sense. We put an instant in the graveyard as well. Wow, 2 victors, huh? Well, I think we're going to wait for that Haunted Screen. Sadly, we still can't even play anything at 3 mana. So I think we're going to use the intervention on the Glimmer token, because we just, at this point, oh, well, we'll use it on that instead. Unfortunately, we need to just use our mana here. We got our 4th mana. So, yeah, this kind of stinks. I probably can't, well, Now it's gotten to the point where Final Vengeance is... Guess I could just play the Enduring Courage. Yeah, alright. Alright. This isn't the worst. I can sack the Enduring Courage. Kind of need to rip a land here, so I'm going to chump with the Teddy. Alright. Alright. So we use Final Vengeance, kill the screen. Okay with this because hopefully we get a land. Black land is perfect. Now we can at least do... Yeah. I think I have to do the Egotist. I'd rather do it where I can take advantage of the haste, but we got plenty of creatures to do next turn, so we'll wait on that. Fear of Burning Alive would be huge here. The Menace is huge too. Especially if we rip a land, that is huge. I feel like I could trade here, because I'm not exactly going to win this race. All right. Missed out on the land there. Just a little tough. Yeah. So I could do Specialist, they just block with Surveyor and that. Eerie with Entity Tracker is going to go off. I think we have to kill the Entity Tracker. And I think we want to do it on their turn. Yeah. I think the card draw is ultimately better than them than everything they can get off Victor or whatever. They're going for it. Do I have to trade here? I don't have to, but I think we're going to. All right, let's go specialist. So they block. That's all right. I'll still get in. That's a strange way of blocking, but I suppose we'll take it. See you for the next one. All right, well, we're going to keep. This hand needs black mana, but we can still stay busy with red for now. And we have more red than black in the deck, so I guess if I was going to open a hand with too much of one land color, red would be preferable to black. All right. If I'm not going to draw black mana, a red spell that I can cast is a pretty good substitute. Well, I guess I have to be willing to trade. They don't have to be willing to trade, but I kind of figure they wouldn't trade, to be honest. All right, that's a good draw. So this turn we're just going to do the egotist and then pass. This could come back to bite us, but I have the mana to cast bargain, so that's okay. But this comes back to bite us if the inspector gets too big to eat with Dragonfire. All right, it's acceptable. All right, best use of mana is probably Glassworks, I guess. This does deal with more things, though. All right, let's just Dragonfire the Inspector. And I guess we'll get in. if I block the Egotist, I sack the hand that feeds. I'm kind of okay with that. We end up draining him. I lose out on being able to cast Betrayer's Bargain this turn, but to be honest, I don't really want to sack my Egotist as it is, so I'm okay with this. It's kind of cool. You get any creature you want back. All right. Sure. All right. Can always sack this too. That's nice. And I can sack that to protect Egotist too. Yeah. Glassworks is just fantastic for this deck. All the sack fodder you could ask for. They do have Delirium, so we'll sack this, make it indestructible. Balustrade Worm's a good one. All right. Let's do Hand That Feeds. Get in here. Just got a grip full of cards there. Instant creature, sorcery, or enchantment. There's a good one. Wonder if I actually need to take out the hand that feeds. Because it's got menace? Huh. It's a tough one. Yeah. Weird choice, but... No trample. That's good. It's not a glimmer, is it? Oh, that would have been sweet. Because I think we have 2 of the Rip Chain Razorkins. All right, we made an interesting match. We'll see you for the next one. Yeah, it's a good hand. I like it. So I think we can dump a land, although no, I think it's just land. I mean, we could put Teddy in there and it's an artifact and a creature, but I guess because the Razorkin can get a land in there, that's true. But we want to dump land. And I don't need a tap land anymore. Meat locker. All right, well, that's a good draw. Wow. Surprising. All right, well, now we could do artifact and creature. If I do the Teddy, that sets up Delirium pretty close. No tax yet is kind of surprising. Or no, they must have something here. Oh, okay. Weird choice. All right. Suppose that makes sense. Not quite at Delirium yet, but we are just an instant or sorcery away. Ooh, what do you do? Oh, that's a cool card. All right, see you for the next one. Yeah, this is a keep. It's a good hand. It's not the one drop I was expecting to see. Found footage is actually kind of good at setting up Delirium, though. Surprised I just thought of that. So I played the tap land, but I wouldn't have been able to play Murder anyway, because I needed my second black source there, so that's fine. All right. Oh, well, I don't want that to get bear trapped, but I think we'll just do it. Just makes good use of mana here. They can bear trap it, that's okay. It'll at least, I guess, eat up their turn a little bit. Oh boy. Seems like a strong card. Impending for 4, no less, too, huh? Wow. Well, I suppose we have the answers for the screen and the Overlord. That's good. Overlord definitely did its job, though. But I suppose that's why it's a mythic. All right. See if they discard. I mean, trading a card for Fear of Lost Teeth, from their perspective, yeah, probably can't look that enticing. So it's going to come as a creature at the end of their turn. So I could bargain the demon now and still Final Vengeance. But I think we'll just wait. Yeah, no, that's okay. Well, I see the dilemma now. Well, that's okay. All right, I guess we do Razorkin and then Vengeance, the demon. Although I could just chill. And if they use removal on the Razorkin, I can sack it. All right, I'm going to wait. I'm going to see if they have removal for the Razorkin here. So I could block and trade, save all my removal. But I think I'm going to take it. Oh. All right, so I have to kill the Overlord. Sacking the Fear of Lost Teeth doesn't really do that much for me, unfortunately. But it's a tough one. Guess I can do both of these. That's nice, actually. It's really nice. So do Glassworks. Kill the demon. We can do murder. Kill the Overlord. Yeah, still sadly getting beat up by those. Oh, geez. No, that kind of worked out, I guess. So probably sack the gosh, we're not really winning this race though, are we? Okay. So maybe like 2 damage away. That's not bad. It's a tough one. If they have removal, we're kind of just dead, so I might have to do the Final Vengeance here. Guess I'd rather sack the Razorkin, although the Razorkin, this has Menace. It's probably smarter to keep the Menace guy, I'm guessing. So assuming they have some removal. Some tough stuff to get through this game, geez. Hey, that was a good draw. Ooh, this is going to work out nice. Well, assuming they can't flip it. Can I put a stop before they block or not? Oh, good. That's what we like to see. Okay. All right. I think we'll sack the Percussionist here. Uh-oh. I'm gonna save that. Yeah, fly here that won't leave me alone. All right, well, we have lethal next turn. All right, still have lethal. I guess if their last card's a removal, we don't, but what are you gonna do? Oh, suppose I probably should have sacked that. Although then I wouldn't have been able to kill the 0/4. All right, got a win there. Just kind of surprising if you think about it, because we had to get through a wall of pretty dangerous creatures to win that. I mean, how many did we deal with that game? We had to deal with Overlord of the... It's a Mythic, Demon, 7/7 Artifact Dude, a couple Anthropedes, Altanek. Yeah, wow. All right, see you for the next one. Okay, we've got to keep here. Good draw. Timely rip. All right. Yeah, we can offer trade here. And do this. So I can actually trade my Fear of Lost Teeth for the Cheerleader, which is a really good trade for us because we put both an enchantment and a creature in our graveyard. All right. I assume we're just doing Enduring Courage this turn, so we'll get in with these two, which is fine. If they want to take 3, that's awesome for us. Assuming they want to trade at some point, though. Unless they just want to keep taking some beats, which I'm perfectly fine with. All right, they finally decide to trade. Get the Courage down. And then we've got Razorkin next turn, which is nice. Four mana, 7 power. Pretty beefy. Guess they could exile Enduring Courage with the 3 mana white enchantment removal. Wouldn't be the end of the world, but it'd be a good way to deal with it. Attacking? Wow. Oh, we are gonna punish this. So we do Razorkin first, I'm thinking. Because it's just more damage. Specialist is... The menace on Specialist is pretty nice. I could see the argument for that. But I don't think they're blocking anyway, so I'm just going to get in for 7 here. Attack with everything. Let's just attack with everything. There's just no way this is wrong. Like if they block Fear of Lost Teeth or Percussion, yeah, like this is just so much more punishing. Now Specialist on its own is lethal. So even if we rip a land, we get to go Specialist, Vengeance, sack the Fear of Lost Teeth, get rid of a blocker. Oh, geez. That was pretty punishing. I mean, hopefully they attack here and we just kill them, but... Oh, good. Jeez, talk about brutal. Even, like, literally board wiping us, and we still beat them. All right, see you for the next one. Okay, this is a keep. Hand that feeds into Egotist, potentially into Razorkin. Not a bad spread, or turn progression, I should say. Ooh, turn progression gets even better. Ooh, it's a good one. All right, for 2, Egotist. Twitching Dolls, pretty sweet. Ooh, Kona too. Cool. It's a good one. Guess we'll get in with the Egotist here. So I could sack the Percussionist, but I don't want to get free stuff off Kona, I guess. Although, yeah. They must have something pretty huge. Permanent card. Yeah, it's pretty good. All right. I feel like it's still kind of a good trade for us. I feel like their card's better than ours. But let's see if they have a fight spell. I'm more willing to trade these two off if they have a trick. Because at least we get something free off the Percussionist. Plus we get an artifact and creature in there. Sure. So they're going to get a free permanent. Let's see what they get. All right. Could be worse. I mean, it's not great, but could be worse. Yeah, we may need to sack a land here to find some removal. So we'll probably block the spirits if we can, and then sack a land. All right, well, it's going to be tricky. All right, well, guess it wasn't meant to be. All right, see you for the next one. Okay, we're going to keep this. Sand does need some help. And Murder is kind of a dead card, but Courage is definitely our strongest card in the deck. And then Glassworks we can cast if we is one of our strongest, just because we have so many ways to sacrifice it to get additional value. So I kind of feel like we're going to keep this. This hand does need some help, though. Chiefly lands. I'll keep. Actually, being on the draw is presumably better for this hand, too. Uh-oh. It dies if it had no counters on it. Okay, so I don't love it, but I don't want to lose half my life either. Oh, well, it's good actually. Way to exile it. Well, if they block, I'm in an intervention actually. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, the land's fine too because we can do it next turn. So let's just finish this thing off. And I guess I can just Dragonfire now so they don't counter it and maybe just exile this. This bug is really wanting to bug me. Okay. Oh, wow. That was a very bold move here. All right. See you for the next one. Well, unfortunately, it's a bit slow, but there's no way I can mull this hand. At least we have like Glassworks and a Final Vengeance. Oh, mirror match too, huh? All right. Oh. Well, it's actually not a bad answer. I think I'll just exile it, yeah. Just feels like a good way to deal with their sack fodder, and I've got so much other removal. Guess we can dump a Final Vengeance because we have 2. All right, let's do the specialist here. So I have instant, sorcery, enchantment. Ooh, yeah. Skin Ripper's a good one. So we'll get in for 4 here. do land and hand that feeds. And pass. Really? I'm okay with that. All right. So we do this first because I want to get full value out of that Beer Burning Alive. All right. All right. So let's see here. Sack this. Do this. Sack this. And then, yeah, guess we just do this and then pass. What do we got so far? Oh, we don't have creature, so I am just a creature away from Delirium, which is pretty sweet. Can't be blocked by glimmers, huh? Well, let's just wait for now. As soon as we have a creature that dies, we have Delirium, so that's pretty strong. Ooh, 2 of them, huh? No, wait. You just cast it. Wait, what was the... Oh, the non-zombie thing was my dude. Got it. That makes sense. All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So I can't sack a land, or I wouldn't be able to do this, but I have Delirium now, so we'll do this. And I guess we'll take care of this. And then we'll get in with these dudes. And I don't think they've got phenomenal blocks here. Ooh. All right. See you for the next one. All right. It's a good hand. I think in a deck with all the Delirium we have, you probably always start with the Loner. which is totally fine. It's also probably the one I'm most willing to trade off, I imagine. Oh, and it's the only one that can comfortably attack into a stocked researcher too, so that makes sense. All right, go land Egotist. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, well, let's get artifact and creature here, I'm guessing. The Teddy. And then we could do land and have 3. Yeah. I didn't even think about, I don't know if my opponent did either, the survival ability going off with Loner while it's just tapped. It's kind of cool. Kind of want an untapped land here so I can go double hand that feeds and just set up Delirium that much easier. Oh, that's cool. Okay, I think we'll take it. Geez, this fly is really getting the best of me here. So, guess we can just go intervention on the burrower and get in for 3. And I'm willing to trade here if they want to. Because I think we just need a land. Yep, I could do land now and we'll have Delirium. So I'm okay with that. Clever fly. So double hand that feeds this turn, a little more aggressive than Razorkin, I would say. Also, you know, doesn't put all the eggs in one basket here. Just attacking, huh? All right. I mean, I like it. I definitely like it. And we can dump lands. We don't need lands anymore, so that's totally fine. We've got 11 power smashing next turn. Pretty significant. We've got bargain to deal with that nonsense, so hopefully they attack again. That would be, even if they don't, I mean, I feel like they kind of have to, yeah. It's the most sensible. So we'll just pay full price here and deal with this little feller. And get in for just 1 trillion damage. And keep the land dump train going here, I guess. This makes our draws like 1 to 2% better, probably something like that per land dump. It's probably true. Probably makes it a couple percentage points better each time. Hey, that's incremental. That adds up. That's a big deal. And even if we rip land now, at least we can just go Razorkin, sack land right away. More chances to find spells. I mean, admittedly, we did dump a Teddy, but that Teddy did its job. It got us to Delirium pretty quick. Because we still don't have sorcery. Would we only have 3 without the Teddy? I think instant, creature, land. Yeah. We wouldn't even have Delirium if it wasn't for that cynical loner getting that mill off. Or getting that search off. I personally really like hand that feeds. Early, 2/2s aren't that impressive, but, you know, if you're trading off for stuff, you're happy. And then late, I mean, 2 mana, 4 power menace is really game-changing, strong. You're taking a 5th of their life. It has to be double blocked. And it's a 2-drop. That adds up fast. Oh, we got the land, nice. I'll go land, we'll smash. All right, opponent, you know, Wheels of Death's out. That's fine. We'll take it. Ended up getting 7 wins, which is kind of surprising with this deck. You know, we didn't even really have the Vengeful Possession, Steal and Sack plan. It was basically just like a low curve sort of aggro deck. But let's do some pack one, pick ones here. See what we take. Enduring Innocence. One or more other creatures control with power 2 or less enter, draw a card. Wow. Yeah, that's a strong one. I think we'd first pick that. Coordinated Clobbering is cool. It's nice for 1 mana. You have to tap, but it works really well with survival. That makes sense. Stick Twister is really good too. The Delirium. It's really strong. It's very cool. Yeah, I think it's an easy Enduring Innocence. This is just great value, and it's a great price too. Just 3 mana for that effect. All right. Pure Past the Veil. 4 mana, discard your hand, draw X or X number of card types. It's multicolor. It is a cool card. I wouldn't want to first pick it. This one's multicolor though, and see what you get. Surveil 2, sack it, create a number of insect tokens with flying equal number of card types. That's a cool Delirium card. You probably just go with first pick Dragonfire. I mean, Meatlocker is good too, but this is cheaper. This has more synergies, but this permanently deals with something, and Exile's a big deal. And I just like the red decks more. There's Monstrance Emergence too. It's just a very good removal spell. I'd go with the Dragonfire. It's just personal preference. I haven't even done that many drafts, but I feel like until I stop having success with red and black and those things, I should kind of stick with it when it's open. But I'm probably taking this, right? When this enters or attacks, if you have Delirium, distribute counters. Enters or attacks, wow. That's insane. Yeah. All right. Well, Flytrap, you just slam. This Fungus is a great card too. Very versatile. And then there's Murder in here as well. Those are the 3 picks I'm looking at. And I think it's an easy Flytrap. All right. Here, Glimmer Seeker is very good. I mean, it's 3 mana, 3/3, which is pretty good. And then either drawing cards or getting 1/1s is very nice. So I'd take that. I think it's a worthy uncommon. Another chance to get Meatlocker, but no, we'd go with the Seeker. Curse Recording. You know, I keep wanting to play it, but it's just too cute to play, I think. But the Stick Twister, on the other hand, would be a very solid first pick. I'd be happy to take that. Survivor's not bad, but like I said, Survival is kind of a tough mechanic. I don't love... Survival's kind of my least favorite mechanic of the set. It's certainly fine, but it's just hard to fully take advantage of, I've found. But Stick Twister's fantastic. And on top of being a card, I mean, just efficient with Lifelink and Delirium, it's an artifact creature, so it's 2 card types when it's in the yard. Just a great card. Very, very strong. You're happy if it's doing any of those things, especially at 2 mana. Instep, I mean, you don't even have to attack with it. And then all of those things are great, whether they're discarding, sacking, taking damage. Yeah, very nice. And if it's dealing damage or gaining life because it's got lifelink, it's just a lot of value wrapped into one card. This card's sweet. So instep, draw a card. If you control a demon, they lose. You drain them for 2. Otherwise, you lose 2. But it also makes 6/6 black demons. So you're drawing extra cards. You're getting demons. Great card. Certainly a worthwhile first pick. Let's see. Come back wrong. So 3 mana, destroy a creature. If a creature card is put into a graveyard this way, return to the battlefield under your control. And then you have to sack it at the beginning of your next step. So you get into the battlefield effects. It is a sorcery removal, but it's totally fine. And there's nothing else terribly exciting in here. I would like to build an Arabella deck at some point, but we'll see if that happens. But yeah, I think you take Come Back Wrong and you're happy enough with it. Deals with anything, and maybe you get into the battlefield effects again. All right, Roaring Furnace is fantastic. This card is so strong. Yeah, it's extra value card draw with Steaming Sauna and cheap removal spell with Roaring Furnace. And all of these like enchantment-based removal spells are just great in this format with Eerie. So really worthwhile first pick there. All right, folks, hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you for the next one.